Well, good afternoon. Today we have the pleasure of speaking with Rob, the CEO and founder of Citring, a company that is making a mark in the industry with an innovative approach. So, for this interview, first, we'd love Rob to tell us, especially for those who haven't the chance to meet you, about your academic and professional background, and as well as your main motivations for launching Citring.
Hi, Olympia. It's a big pleasure meeting you. Basically, my academic background is an telecommunication engineer. And then in the professional side, I started my career working in consultancy, especially in a one that was focused in trying to get funds for R&D projects. After that, I had the chance to join a very promising startup here in Barcelona, which was developing medical technology, especially to diagnose pathologies in fetuses. And back there, we were able to launch a product that had a very good traction, and the company was acquired by a relevant insurance company here in Spain. And after that, my idea was to try to apply all what I learned in terms of making innovative things, but to do it in a much more mass market, let's say, approach, and is where I decided to start Citring.
And what are the main values that you're bringing to your clients, and what problems do you solve for them with Citring?
I think that the main problem we solve is that if you ask people what kind of, let's say, ideal breakfast they would love to have, I'm sure that they will like picture something very tasty, have coffee, tea, and almost sure that they will tell about fresh squeezed orange juice. No, and reality is that in major part of the households there are traditional citrus juicer, but people is not using it. So what we want to do is to solve that. So to make something super easy to do at home, and more or less to replicate what Nespresso did with the coffee. That changing the machine itself, it allows users to drink coffee at home every morning. So we are sure that with the Citring One, we can do the same with the citrus juice.
Your business model, how are you selling these machines?
It's a super traditional business model. At the end, we make hardware, we make product, we design it ourselves, we develop and we manufacture it also lead by our side. And after that, what we do is to sell it with a margin that gives us enough product to of course, grow the company. We sell it through online and offline channels and in different countries.
And speaking about your competitors, what would you say is the main differentiation factor of the product? Like what does exist and what doesn't in the market?
Yeah, well, I think that citrus users are always the same. It's the one that I'm sure that all of you have in mind, and nothing very innovative had appeared in this space. So what I think is that we are a category creator, such as, for example, a Thermomix or a Roomba with that product, or in many other cases, that you are not entering with something that is similar to what exists on the market, but with something that allows users to have a completely different user experience. And that was Citring does. It allows you to make juice in a fully automatic, super clean and easy to do manner. So we consider ourselves that we are not competing, but creating a new market category.
And for you, what have been the main commercial key milestones in the last 12 months?
So we launched last February. So we had been in the market more or less for a little bit more than 1 year. And with this time frame, we have been able to sell more than 3,000 units, which means a turnover of 750,000 euros. And more important, we have been able to sell in more than 60 different countries, which demonstrate that this is a really global product and global company. And also we have been able to reach relevant design awards, which demonstrate that the product is beautiful and is well recognized by the industry itself.
And talking about the current investment opportunity, tell us a bit how the funds raised will be used.
So yeah, I think that this first year we learn a lot. We demonstrate that there is product market fit, which is a goal that I think all the startups are looking to obtain at a certain point, no? And at this point, for me, it's a matter of grow as fast as possible. So I think that the product is ready. The market is here waiting for us. We spent very few resources in marketing this last year. So major part of the funds that we are asking for will go straight to growth, which means increase our commercial capacities, increase our marketing actions to let people know about our product in many different places. I'm sure that will grow revenue both in our direct channels, but also in our B2B channels. No? And apart from that, we also have two relevant ideas. One is to launch a professional version of our first product, which will be intended to go especially to cafeterias or offices or places like that are already asking for a product like this. And some of them already buying even the Citring one, which is not perfectly for the fit, but they really need it. And also we will like to improve a little bit our industrial structure in order to be able to produce at a cheaper manner, which will allow us to increase our margin or to reduce our selling point, which is also that will help to gain deep in the market.
Finally, in your view, what are the main attractions of this investment opportunity for our partners?
I think that the momentum developing hardware is super tough. Developing innovative hardware, I think that it's much more tougher, and that's why if you think probably I don't know in similar cases you can just find few of them, no Thermomix or Roomba are products that take a lot of time to develop. And it's a very hard project to make something like this, and it's something that has been done. It took us more than 5 years and a lot of hard effort and investment to be here. We also have been able to demonstrate that there is product market fit. So I think that the toughest part of a project like this has been done. And now let's say it's of course there are relevant goals that we need to face, but I'm sure that we are in a much more favorable position to make something super big with the company.
Well, thank you very much, Rock, for sharing your time and insights with us. It's been a pleasure learning more about Citrin, and we look forward to continue the journey together.
Okay, thank you for your time, Olivia. Big pleasure.